Hello everyone, today I'm going to be telling you the untold truths of game development. Normally when I do videos, I give advice in the way of encouragement or a general tip, but I don't really try to tell people how to make their games. So grab your nature B-roll and hold on to your obligatory shot of you pouring coffee, and absolutely do not forget your lo-fi hip-hop beats to study/relax, to college hip-hop beats, lo-fi. Don't forget those. You definitely need that, because I'm going to be talking about game development. Just ignore the fact that this is hypocritical, because I'm saying that you shouldn't listen to other indie devs when they give a lot of advice, because they're indie devs too, so their advice couldn't exactly be the best. But you can listen to me though, because I'm smart. The first thing that I want to talk about is how your setup won't exactly reflect to your game development. I'm actually somebody who suffers from this. A lot of game developers say, if I only had this, if I only had Photoshop, if I only had Sprite, I don't know why I'm doing photo editing. If I only had a better computer, if I only had this, if I only had that. Having a lot of stuff is a huge dream and aspiration of many game developers and people of that sort. And to give you my experience with that sort of thing, I'm going to go away from game dev and go into YouTube gaming. When I was younger, I thought I was going to be the next big gamer on the scene on YouTube. And I always told my subscribers, it's just because I don't have a good mic. It's because I don't have a pop filter. It's because I don't have 2 monitors. It's because I don't have a camera. It's because I don't have a webcam. I'm telling you right now, if you absolutely cannot make games, but you shill out hundreds of dollars on things, your setup will probably look like this. That's because I told myself if I had all of these things that I would produce better content, and somehow having a better microphone would make me funnier. But it turns out I'm stale even if I spend $100 on a microphone, even if I spend hundreds of dollars on a camera. So if you think that you just need upgrades to be better, obviously some people need upgrades. Like me personally, my computer is actually on its last breath. It is currently laying on the floor crying. There's dust coming out of it. And I just want people that are game devs that are just coming up to beat that idea into their head that they don't need all of these things. They are nice additions to have. I would really like a drawing tablet, even though I do pixel art, but I don't exactly need one in order to do the pixel art, so I'm just going to buy one if I ever have the money and it's expendable. This issue is common in a lot of musicians. They buy better guitars because they think it'll make them sound better, and they spend hundreds of dollars on a guitar just to realize that they can't play guitar, and they throw it in their garage, and then their kids find it when they're their age, and then their kid plays a guitar, and then it kind of just goes in an endless loop. But that sort of thing plagues game developers as well. Another thing that I'd like to talk about is I don't really do tutorials or videos of that sort because I don't know if my advice should be followed. I personally think that I'm a pretty smart game developer, but in the scheme of things, that could be exactly wrong. I know that I have done hundreds of things wrong in my game, in marketing, in my videos, in my editing, all of that, and I don't want that to reflect on what you guys do yourselves. I want to practice what I preach. If I say something, I want that to also reflect in my game development and how I make videos and how I go about my daily life. So I don't want to give you guys expectations for how things should be, and then I turn around and I do the opposite in the next devlog. Motivation. Creativity comes in waves. That's why writers have writer's block. There's writer's block when it comes to music. There's writer's block when it comes to people who are creative. And game development is a creative thing, and what rules apply normally to those other things also apply to game development. When you have writer's block, you're supposed to stop writing, put all the stuff away, and take a break, because if you continue writing with writer's block, your brain, you don't know what's going on. You're gonna write something stupid and bad, and you won't be a New York Times bestseller unless you're a pretty popular YouTuber with over 1 million subscribers, let me tell you. But with YouTuber books aside, I don't know where that came from. With that aside, you should always take breaks when you feel like you're bogged down or you feel like something that you would normally do that would be okay for you doing in code is really boring and it's bogging you down, you should just take a break from it. Go play some games. I don't know, Fortnite, if that's still popular, whatever you play. I don't play Fortnite, I hate Fortnite. Which brings me on to my next topic, which is don't tell people you're going to do something in devlogs. If you watch through my devlogs, I never really make promises for what I will have done. I always say I might do it or it's a possibility. I never 100% say I'm going to do something at a specific time, because that adds pressure, and when it adds pressure, it's not as fun to make it, and then it bogs me down, and then my code sucks, and then my game sucks, and then my book isn't a New York Times bestseller. Okay, I've been talking for about 17-18 minutes now. I think my little rant is over. I didn't want to make individual videos capitalizing on all these different ideas, so I decided to throw them all into one video, which is hypocritical because the video is how you shouldn't listen to indie developers and sort of the untold truths of game development. But I sort of just spouted a bunch of stuff that you might or might not listen to. You should just pick and choose what you do and do not follow when it comes to game developers, is basically what I was trying to say this entire time. With that being said, I do have some pretty exciting stuff coming for Luna Lane eventually, sometime, I don't know. But I think when it does happen, I think you'll like it and it'll be pretty cool. We're almost to 400 subscribers, which is pretty crazy. I've also gotten some Let's Plays of Luna Lane that I will probably show off and feature. If you want to make a Let's Play of you playing the demo of Luna Lane, that'll be really cool. But I don't want to ramble on any longer. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I'm Fairly, and I'll see you later.